You know, there's always going to be a pretty big generation gap. It's just how the world works. And there is no place that divide is bigger than the media that people of different ages love and consume. That divide came to the forefront about 2 years ago, when we got the first episode of what has now turned into the most confusing international hit I have ever seen. That's right. Today, we're gonna take a look at the entirety of the Skibidi Toilet series. Because, and this may surprise you, this isn't a random assortment of videos. There's an actual storyline going on. However, as to what that story is, it's not very clear. The series leans more into the action and ridiculousness, much less into building a coherent narrative. Still, here's what you need to know. There are 4 main factions at play: the Skibidi Toilets, the Cameramen, TV men and women, and Astro Toilets. And we the viewers see the whole show from the perspective of the cameramen, who are literally camera men. Like they have cameras for heads. With that out of the way, let's dive headfirst into the absurd enigma that is Skibidi Toilet. February 7th, 2023. Just a regular day in history. Or so we thought. In reality, the world would never be the same again. And that's because it's the day Skibidi Toilet exploded onto the scene, bringing with it an internet-wide outbreak of brain rot, a condition named after kids who can't get enough of this weirdness. The fanbase? Mostly under 13s, but older folks join in later because, as it turns out, Skibidi Toilet lore is so deep it probably makes your favorite show look completely average. Eventually, content creators hop on the Skibidi train, inspiring spin-offs like Skibidi Wars and Multiverse. Without this episode, the world would never have known the sheer lunacy of singing toilets and their war against cameramen. Now, I'd love to recap what happened in this episode, but it's 11 seconds long and it's just a toilet with a head bobbing out of it. So, in the following episode, a cameraman strolls into a room only to encounter Skibidi urinals singing their anthem. Then, plot twist, a female urinal pops out, charms everybody, and spontaneously morphs into a flaming skeleton. The episode ends with 0 explanation. Get used to that. In the next entry, a cameraman spots 7 Skibidi toilets on a highway, including a giant one belting out their anthem. The giant toilet takes offense to the staring, stretches its neck like a nightmare giraffe, and just offs the cameraman. Yikes. The next one opens inside a restaurant where chairs are toilets. People are eating poop. But when Skibidi toilets crash the party, things escalate. Humans transform into toilets, tiny Skibidi critters crawl around, and a jump scare Skibidi toilet ends it all. Anybody hungry? In the following video, a massive flying Skibidi toilet floats menacingly in the sky, remixing its anthem with the Imperial March. That's the Darth Vader music for all my non-nerds watching. It spits out smaller flying toilets, which charge at the cameraman like a toilet-shaped death squad. He doesn't make it. R.I.P. The next short opens, and nightclub vibes meet Skibidi madness as a DJ Skibidi Toilet mixes their anthem with Lady Gaga's Bloody Mary. Naturally, the party ends when the DJ Toilet attacks the cameraman because in this universe, you're either singing or fighting. Bonus points for using a Lady Gaga song in my books. Pretty good choice. The next episode opens with a big discovery. A cameraman figures out how to defeat a toilet, and it's exactly what anyone would have guessed. He just flushes them. Victory, right? Well, not quite. He's suddenly surrounded by more Skibidi toilets, and a fiery explosion introduces the G-Toilet, the series' main villain, before he gets taken down by a toilet. If you're confused, don't worry. It only gets worse from here. Now that they know flushing is their weakness, the cameramen declare war on the Skibidi toilets. Armies clash, chaos ensues, and a sneaky toilet wipes out 3 cameramen before taking down the POV cameraman too. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. The following episode opens with a cameraman flushing 2 toilets and vandalizing a monument of the original Skibidi Toilet, earning the wrath of police Skibidi Toilets. They chase him down like toilet-shaped Terminators, culminating in yet another POV cameraman takedown. I wonder when these guys are going to start winning some of these fights. Seriously. The next entry takes us to a toilet cathedral, where the Saint Skibidi Toilet leads prayers to the tune of Kanye's No Child Left Behind, before cameramen storm in to ruin everything. After a dramatic showdown, the Saint is flushed, and everyone celebrates with a thumbs up. Praise be the Lord. I don't know. Following that, a cameraman battles the dreaded triple Skibidi Toilet 3-head sing, attack, and eventually lunge at the POV cameraman. Spoiler, he does not survive. After some regular cameramen versus toilet shenanigans, G-Man Skibidi Toilet debuts with eye lasers that disintegrate cameraman like they're tissue paper. One cameraman briefly fights back, but it's futile. G-Man is an absolute monster. Next up, a giant flying Skibidi Toilet takes out a spider camera but gets flushed mid-air by cameramen, until a flaming toilet plummets directly onto the POV cameraman. Talk about bad luck. The grandfather Skibidi Toilet leads a V-formation choir until a giant mystery toilet object smashes through, annihilating everybody. Cameramen and toilets alike. Well, that's gonna be a problem. A cameraman lures Skibidi Toilets into a trap and obliterates them with the legendary Baba Booey button. Survivors? 1. Hat Skibidi Toilet, who punts the cameraman like a football before stopping him for good measure. A cameraman infiltrates a Skibidi Toilet lab using a secret Skibidi camera where scientists and bizarre contraptions work tirelessly on whatever toilets work on. An explosion releases a Strider Skibidi Toilet, ending the episode in smoke and the cameraman's doom. A G-Toilet meeting is interrupted by an orbital camera's blue laser strike, but toilets don't go down easily. G-Toilet retaliates, lasers blazing, and a Strider Skibidi Toilet chases the fleeing cameraman before he gets sliced up by G-Toilet. Remember kids, when in doubt, shoot lasers from your eyes. Camo Skibidi Toilet makes a dramatic entrance, only to get stomped on by the new Titan cameraman. This giant hero crushes toilets left and right, proving cameramen can fight back too. Thumbs up all around. Titan cameraman faces off against the triple Skibidi Toilets, flushing the first 2 heads like a pro before blasting the final demonic head, leading the cameramen cheering from the rooftops. For once, things don't end in a cameraman death. That's what I call progress. Titan cameraman starts strong, crushing 2 Strider Skibidi Toilets like they're soda cans. But then G-Man Skibidi Toilet descends with eye lasers blazing. Titan cameraman blocks with his shield, but things go south when fast armored Skibidi Toilet and giant rocket Skibidi Toilet tag team him. His shield shatters, his arm gets blown off, and his core takes a direct laser hit. Titan cameraman flees, but the POV cameraman, not so lucky. G-Man's laser eyes vaporize him. Damn, that turned south fast. POV cameraman walks into a dark room where a chained Skibidi Toilet is being interrogated. The toilet mocks its captors by belting out the Skibidi anthem. Frustrated, the cameramen flush it, but this anchors G-Toilet, who laser blasts the entire room to smithereens. On a rooftop, POV cameraman watches a highway battle where cameramen fight an army of Skibidi Toilets. Helicopter toilets dodge Camera Strider's energy bolts, while G-Toilet sings his anthem and lasers everything in sight. 2 large cameramen try to flush him, but G-Toilet's head spins ominously before stopping. He lasers the cameraman to ash and resumes his rampage. Then a Hydra Strider Skibidi Toilet appears with 5 creepy heads. POV punches 1, but it's unfazed and attacks, leaving the screen static as the episode ends. Titan cameraman is under repairs after his last battle. Suddenly, a pack of Skibidi Toilets attacks but freezes in terror when Titan cameraman obliterates them with a single plasma ball. Repairs resume, and POV cameraman just gives a thumbs up. What an absolute Chad. Chaos reigns in the streets as cameramen and Skibidi Toilets clash. POV cameraman fights valiantly, flushing Skibidi Toilets with their own plungers. Hydra Strider Skibidi Toilet charges him but is suddenly flushed by, wait for it, the Speakermen, who debut with their anthem blasting. It's a new faction, folks. The Skibidi lore is expanding. It's pretty exciting. What am I doing with my life? Speakermen dance in victory while helicopter speakers soar overhead. A well-deserved disco party for the good guys. POV, cameramen and speakermen set an ambush for Skibidi Toilets. A toilet car leads them straight into the Strider speaker soundwave trap, obliterating the Skibidi army in a cacophony of explosions. Gray Speakerman celebrates by dancing as the carnage lights up the city. POV, cameraman leaps off a building with hat Skibidi Toilet, punches normal Skibidi Toilets, and uses their own plungers as weapons. A giant robber Skibidi Toilet appears, but is swiftly destroyed by Titan Speakerman, who flushes it with a dramatic arm cannon blast. Titan Speakerman takes a victorious seat on the defeated toilet and gives the classic thumbs up. POV, cameraman infiltrates a Skibidi hideout with an alliance squad. Toilets swirl their heads in a bizarre meeting, but the squad storms in and takes them down. A normal cameraman rescues POV cameraman from a Skibidi ambush with a heroic flush. Another thumbs up moment to end the episode. In a factory, Mafia Skibidi Toilet negotiates with his gang until Titan Speakerman tears off the roof and unleashes plasma chaos. The Mafia Toilet tries to jetpack away but gets obliterated by a Titan Speakerman slap. Titan waves at POV cameraman before the episode ends in their fiery triumph. Things are going pretty well for the cameraman, aren't they? Surely nothing bad is gonna happen now. So yeah, bad things are gonna happen now. The Alliance throws a victory party, but Glitch Skibidi Toilet crashes it. literally by decapitating a large speaker man and wreaking havoc with his lightning-fast speed. Cameramen and speakermen try to fight back, but the glitch toilet takes down everybody, including the POV cameraman, whose screen breaks as his head gets detached. Game over. For now. POV cameraman is tied up in a Skibidi lab. Scientist Skibidi Toilet introduces a parasitic toilet that infects a large cameraman, turning him into a Skibidi zombie. The zombified cameraman attacks POV cameraman, punching him into oblivion as the screen fades to static. Well, that was surprisingly horrifying for something that's supposed to be a kid's show. Yellow-tied large cameraman crushes Skibidi heads until infected cameraman joins the fray. Chaos erupts as armies of Skibidi Toilets and infected allies clash. POV cameraman faces the infected red-tied cameraman, who leaps at him, taking him out. The war between Skibidi Toilets, their infected allies, and the cameraman rages on. A giant camo Skibidi Toilet lasers a camera strider to smithereens, but Speakerman arrive to save the day. The battle heats up when two parasitic Skibidi Toilets infect the Titan Speakerman. He manages to rip one parasite off his neck, but can't stop the second, transforming into an unstoppable wrecking machine that decimates the Alliance. After that, POV cameraman hides with cameramen and speakermen on a roof. Helicopter speakers play Everyone Wants to Rule the World, but their concert is cut short when infected Titan Speakerman obliterates them. Meanwhile, G-Toilet lasers down YouTube headquarters. Aggressive mutant Skibidi Toilet shows up, climbs the building, and obliterates POV cameraman. The next episode opens with POV cameraman fleeing from infected Fred into a hangar, where large cameramen tackle Fred and rip the parasite off his neck. A large speakerman catches the fleeing parasite, while speakermen dance in the background because, obviously. Fred is cured and gives everybody a thumbs up, ending the episode on a rare happy note. The following video opens with scientist cameramen curing infected cameramen and speakermen with the parasite disabler gun, but G-Toilet and infected Titan speakermen crash through the roof. They try curing infected Titan speakermen, but for some reason it doesn't work. The lab descends into chaos, with scientist cameramen and speakermen scrambling for survival. POV cameraman escapes with the disabler gun, dodging lasers while the lab goes up in smoke. The next entry sees a large scientist cameraman armed with two parasite disabler guns, firing at an advancing Skibidi Toilet army. Infected allies are cured, triggering chaos in the Skibidi ranks. The now clean light green tied large cameraman flushes a large Skibidi Toilet, causing the rest to retreat. The Alliance cheers, with POV cameraman giving a well-earned thumbs up. Enter the Parasite Disabler Laser Tank, a massive contraption that blasts infected Skibidi monstrosities. A mutant Skibidi Toilet charges but gets slapped around by cured large speakermen before collapsing. The mutant lets out a final distorted scream as it's pummeled into oblivion, and the large scientist cameraman gives a thumbs up as the episode ends. Infected Titan Speakerman unleashes plasma chaos from a rooftop, but the PDLT arrives to challenge him. Just as it fires, upgraded G-Man Skibidi Toilet intercepts the shot and retaliates, obliterating the tank and its crew. The episode ends with Strider Skibidi Toilets closing in on POV cameraman for capture. A jetpack Skibidi Toilet wreaks havoc, attacking cameramen and pushing POV cameraman to the brink of defeat. But he suddenly looks up in horror, and we're introduced to a new character and a group of characters: Normal TV Man and the TV Men. Normal TV Man hypnotizes all the Skibidi Toilets. Cameramen gleefully flush their immobilized foes, including the jetpack menace. POV cameraman gives TV Man a thumbs up, and TV Man responds with a cheeky, smiley emoticon. The following episode sees POV cameraman picking up a plunger to fight an approaching Skibidi horde, but Normal TV Man tells him to step aside. Enter a large TV Man who projects disorienting light to send the toilets into chaos. Cameraman flushes the stunned toilets as large TV Man flashes a quirky symbol before the episode ends. A horde of Skibidi Toilets of all kinds are about to attack, but a nightmarish black fog rolls in, revealing the Titan TV Man. He declares all toilets will die and hypnotizes the Skibidi army to flush themselves. Man, this guy means business. Parasitic Skibidi Toilets attack, but are stopped by Normal TV Men who hypnotize them into fighting each other to death. POV cameraman is then ambushed by a claw car Skibidi Toilet and gets smashed to pieces. Another day, another POV cameraman down. Gray Skibidi Toilets swarm while cameramen try to fight back. TV Men retreat after their powers fail, leaving the battle to Plunger Man and the cameraman. Plungerman holds his ground and reinforcements arrive to save the day. The episode ends with POV Cameraman placing his hands on a gray Skibidi Toilet's head in a mysterious cliffhanger. In the next episode, Titan TV Man rampages through, fleeing Skibidi Toilets, flushing them left and right. When gray Octostrider Skibidi Toilet shows up, Titan TV Man uses hypnosis to make it explode. Quad Launcher Skibidi Toilet attacks but is outmaneuvered by helicopter speakers, which turn the tide. The Titan TV Man ends the episode with an angry face as the reinforcements for the Skibidi Toilets arrive. After that, the infected Titan Speaker Man faces off against Cinema Man in an epic showdown. Cinema Man shrugs off Plasma Blast, claws at Titan Speaker Man's head speakers, and tries to grab the parasite. Titan Speaker Man retreats into the sky, setting a trap. Cinema Man sighs in disappointment, displaying a emoticon, before vanishing into black smoke. Making a disappointed face and vanishing into smoke? Who does this guy think he is, Batman? The episode starts as a jetpack Skibidi Toilet battles green-suited Speaker Man until a large cameraman hurls it into a wall, where it explodes. Meanwhile, Cinema Man and infected Titan Speaker Man chase each other, but chaos unfolds when the vacuum Skibidi urinal sucks up 6 cameramen like a sentient black hole. Cinema Man intervenes, punching the urinal, and uses sound waves to redirect its blade. He claws into its head, calls it disgusting, and destroys it. As smoke clears, the rescued cameramen give their signature thumbs up. The episode kicks off with a bang, as Cinema Man teleports into a ruined city making fun of G-Toilet's 2.1's pathetic trap. G-Toilet 2.1 fires lasers, but Cinema Man shrugs it off and retaliates with his hypnotic screen. Just as he's about to take G-Toilet out, a jetpack dual buzzsaw Skibidi Toilet interrupts, sawing off Cinema Man's shoulder claw and damaging his arm. Furious, Cinema Man punches the toilet, causing an explosion. G-Toilet 2.1 recovers and blasts Cinema Man's jetpack. The battle intensifies as Titan TV Man grapples G-Toilet 2.1, only to be stabbed by infected Titan Speaker Man and barraged by lasers. Severely injured, Titan TV Man teleports away just as a helicopter parasitic Skibidi Toilet tries to infect him. G-Toilet 2.1 spots POV Cameraman and lasers him off a building, taking him out. But before the screen goes to black, a mysterious secret agent appears. It looks like help has arrived. Following that, above a fiery battlefield, a large cameraman leaps onto an aerial blaster Skibidi Toilet, crashing it. Scientist Cameraman 1337 teams up with Plunger Man, who wields dual plungers against an oncoming horde of gray Skibidi Toilets. The Scientist Cameraman cures an infected brown-coated large cameraman who kicks 2 toilets into oblivion. A flying buzzsaw Skibidi Toilet charges in and brutally saws through Scientist Cameraman 1337, ending the episode in a tragedy. The simp cameraman wakes in a burning city as G-Toilet 2.2 wreaks havoc. A flying buzzsaw Skibidi Toilet nearly executes him but is stopped by TV Woman, who emits an orange light to incinerate it. She then detaches her head to control another flying buzzsaw, forcing it to kamikaze into a tri-artillerist Skibidi Toilet. Reattaching her head, TV Woman teleports POV Cameraman to the hidden laboratory, where cameramen prepare for Titan Cameraman's imminent return. The lab rumbles ominously as the screen fades to black. Alarms blare as POV Cameraman flees the hidden laboratory. Outside, the flamethrower Skibidi Toilet torches retreating cameramen, while Plunger Man charges with his plungers. The battlefield is chaos, with flying and fire-spewing toilets wreaking destruction. Suddenly, the newly upgraded Titan Cameraman arrives, smashing toilets with a jet hammer and obliterating threats with an electromagnetic railgun. He extinguishes the flamethrower Skibidi Toilet's flames and uses his gravity gun to crush a helicopter Skibidi Toilet. The cameramen celebrate with a wave of thumbs-ups as the Titan Cameraman flies away. Upgraded Titan Cameraman descends on a coastal city, crushing toilets and destroying a dual malformed Strider. A giant laser Skibidi Toilet deflects his attack with a metal shield, but Titan Cameraman smashes through with his hammer, incinerating it. The Rocketeer Astro Toilet challenges him mid-air, but is hurled to the ground and flushed. Spotting a fleet of helicopter Skibidi Toilets armed with rockets, Titan Cameraman beckons them, ready for more destruction as the screen fades to black. POV Cameraman wakes injured, his sparking wires attracting the dual bonesaw Skibidi Toilet. Plunger Man leaps into action, jetpacking onto the bonesaw and plunging its head into oblivion. Upgraded Titan Cameraman arrives, hurling a helicopter spider Skibidi Toilet onto another, causing a fiery explosion. Black Camerawoman joins the fight, revealing a hidden gun that snipes incoming glass Skibidi Toilets with precision. She downs a helicopter spider with a headshot, earning a thumbs up from Plunger Man. The battle ends with the cameraman regrouping as the screen cuts to black. In a coastal city, cameramen armed with stun batons face off against medium and giant Skibidi toilets. Titan cameraman blasts helicopter toilets and medium toilets with his arm cannon, while plungerman flushes a jetpack toilet. Large speakerman kills a Strider Skibidi toilet but is ambushed by overseer Astro toilet, who vaporizes him with an orange beam. Titan cameraman intervenes, hammer swinging and blasting at the overseer, but it escapes by warping away. Reinforcements arrive, including cameraman helicopters and electromagnetic parasite disabler tanks, as Titan cameraman signals for backup. The episode ends with a thumbs up from the cameraman. Brown-coated cameraman stares wistfully at a photo of TV woman, but a jetpack Skibidi toilet interrupts. POV cameraman stuns it with a toilet disabler laser caressing its cheek, then viciously slaps and flushes it. A Strider Skibidi toilet appears, but a large cameraman takes it out with a thrown stun baton. The glitch Skibidi toilet suddenly decapitates the large cameraman and others before charging a TV woman. Though decapitated, TV woman's head survives, hypnotizes the glitch Skibidi toilet and drops it lifeless. Brown-coated cameraman tries to hug TV woman, but she teleports away, leaving him heartbroken. Plungerman stands triumphantly atop a mountain of flushed toilets. A disinfection squad advances with upgraded parasite disabler tanks, only for helicopter launcher Skibidi toilets to attack. The tanks withstand the assault, but the overseer Astro toilet appears and wreaks havoc, forcing Titan cameraman to intervene. A skull dismantler Skibidi toilet destroys a tank with corrosive acid, killing several cameramen. Titan cameraman eliminates the skull dismantler with his railgun, but accidentally ignites radioactive barrels, further damaging his equipment. The Titan gazes at the destroyed tanks, clearly disheartened as the episode ends. A desert city battlefield sees cameramen fighting off glass Skibidi toilets. A TV man stuns and stabs toilets with his purple glow ability, while cameramen flush toilets with toilet disabler guns. A tablet alarm reveals the destruction of the UPDLT tank, causing TV man to display a emoticon and disappear in disappointment. Explosions rock the area as the upgraded infected Titan speakerman emerges with red speakers and dual blasters firing indiscriminately. Cameramen scatter as the POV cameraman narrowly escapes. The infected Titan speakerman roars, corrupting the screen with static as the episode ends. The upgraded Titan cameraman confronts infected Titan speakerman in a fiery duel. The speakerman retreats but is pulled back with a tractor beam. G-Toilet 3.0 interrupts, launching a 6-laser assault, forcing Titan cameraman to split his attention. Plungerman attempts to take out the parasite-controlling Titan speakerman but is caught and crushed. Enraged, Titan cameraman defeats G-Toilet 3.1, removing its headphones and armor before taking down the parasite-infested speakerman with TV woman's help. Disinfected and remorseful. Titan speakerman flies off as Titan cameraman and POV cameraman exchange a solemn thumbs up. A massacre unfolds as jetpack and Baylor Skibidi toilets attack cameramen. The cured Titan speakerman exacts revenge, destroying large and helicopter toilets with devastating precision. 10 duplex airstrike toilets launch a missile barrage, but Titan speakerman spins into a tornado, obliterating them all. As the smoke clears, upgraded Titan cameraman arrives, confused by the absence of Skibidi toilets. The cameramen cling to the light pole, giving the POV cameraman a thumbs up as the secret agent quietly departs. POV cameraman heroically saves a normal cameraman from a semi-medium Skibidi toilet, only to face off against the dual laser launcher Skibidi toilet and weaponized helicopter Skibidi toilets. Enter the upgraded Titan cameraman and upgraded Titan speakerman, who obliterate the helicopter toilets and tag team the DLLST. UTSM tackles a flying octo launcher Skibidi toilet, while UTCM obliterates the DLLST by shoving its own weapons into its mouth, causing an epic explosion. Suddenly, a wave of speakermen, including Strider and helicopter variants, enters the fray. Survivors from the cameraman's side join in celebration, as UTCM and UTSM exchange a triumphant high five. In a seemingly abandoned airport, POV cameraman and ally spy on a Decoy G-Man Skibidi toilet. Things escalate when assailant Astro toilet and detainer Astro toilet show up, attempting to kill the Decoy G-Man. But scientist Skibidi toilet mech, sporting new upgrades, intervenes and scares off the Astros. The scientist then spots the cameraman, blasting them with a laser and cutting their feed. Watching this on a TV man screen, the Alliance grows furious. Titan Cameraman slams his fist into his palm, signaling that it's time for retaliation. Cameramen flee as the dual buzzsaw car Skibidi Toilet wreaks havoc, but a paralyzer laser rifle takes it out. Enter Geeky Jesus Skibidi Toilet, who blinds cameramen and fires rockets. Just as things look grim, Black Speaker Woman dances onto the battlefield. Geeky Jesus fires at her, but she redirects the rockets and takes him down with dual knives. After flushing him, she helps POV Cameraman to his feet as cameramen and speakerman helicopters arrive, dancing in victory. Amidst the chaos, medic cameramen revive their comrades, while large cameramen play catch with a glass Skibidi Toilet, accidentally exploding it. Suddenly, the upgraded scientist Skibidi Toilet, now equipped with a stolen Titan TV Man tech, unleashes sound waves that disorient the Alliance. POV Cameraman dons headphones just in time to witness G-Man Skibidi Toilet annihilating the city. As more Skibidi Toilets arrive, including a nuke propeller playing Skibidi Toilet, a buzzsaw mutant Skibidi Toilet kills the POV Cameraman in a brutal saw attack. POV Cameraman fights off Grey Claw Skibidi Toilets and a Strider Skibidi Toilet. But chaos ensues when the Jetpack Claw Skibidi Toilet pins a cameraman and rips his head off. Dark Speakerman arrives just in time, killing the Jetpack Claw Skibidi Toilet with knives. A now repaired Blunderman zooms in, ramming a large mutant Skibidi Toilet and creating an explosion. Despite this, the toilet survives but is injured and blinded. A large Speakerman finishes it off with a scream and a stab. Meanwhile, a plane bomber Skibidi Toilet drops bombs but is shot down by the returning Titan Cameraman. The episode ends with a massive fleet of Titans, helicopter speakers, and cameramen dropships ready for battle. G-Man Skibidi Toilet and the Incinerator Skibidi Urinal wreak havoc, incinerating Alliance members. The upgraded Titans arrive, with UTCM crushing Duplex Airstrike Skibidi Toilets and UTSM flushing Rocket Overload Skibidi Toilet. A G-Man grins as the Titans pursue him. Secret agents teleport away, leaving the episode on a tense note. The Jetpack Nail Gunner Police Skibidi Toilet impales a cameraman before flying off smugly. Meanwhile, G-Man faces off against the Titans. Upgraded Titan Cameraman uses his shield to block lasers, while upgraded Titan Speakerman attacks from above. After a brutal battle, UTCM vaporizes G-Man's face with radiation, only to discover it was a decoy piloted by a regular giant Skibidi Toilet. Suddenly, a fleet of explosive Skibidi Toilets attacks. UTCM shields himself, but sustains severe damage, losing an arm and catching fire. Giving a final thumbs up that turns into a thumbs down, UTCM signals his defeat. Upon seeing footage of their fallen Titans, Alliance members go into a frenzy, attacking Skibidi Toilets barehanded. POV Cameraman stabs a Jetpack Skibidi Toilet while Speaker Woman and Dark Speakerman destroy a weaponized camo Skibidi Toilet. TV Woman controls a Tri-Artillerist Skibidi Toilet to destroy enemies, while Plungerman takes out an upgraded Laser Strider Skibidi Toilet. As Chief Scientist Skibidi Toilet Mech arrives with reinforcements, the Alliance retreats. TV Men teleport the elite forces, though a large cameraman is tragically executed. The Alliance regroups in a TV Man base. Large TV Man berates the buzzsaw mutant Skibidi Toilet before teleporting everybody to safety. In the lab, Scientist TV Man warns POV Cameraman to keep their plans confidential. The episode ends with the arrival of the upgraded Titan TV Man displaying a mischievous on his screen. They're making a massive comeback. The episode begins with POV Cameraman inside an armored camera van with a gray-suited large cameraman and a normal cameraman driving. As the van approaches a bunker, it is ambushed by gun Skibidi Toilets, which are promptly destroyed by the POV Cameraman's dual rocket launchers. However, chaos ensues when the spear gun police Skibidi Toilets kill the driver, causing the van to crash. The gray-suited large cameraman retaliates with his own rocket launcher, but the spear gun toilet injures him before retreating. Just as they recover, the upgraded Mafia Skibidi Toilet appears, spraying acid and killing the gray-suited large cameraman. The POV cameraman tries to fight it, but is saved from the Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman join the battle. Despite their injuries, the Titans display impressive strength. Titan Cameraman repurposes a buzzsaw arm from a defeated quad buzzsaw Skibidi Toilet, while Titan Speakerman disables the Mafia Toilet with a well-placed acid shot. The Mafia Skibidi Toilet charges, but Speakerman slaps it into the ground, completely killing it. The Titans regroup, but are interrupted by the arrival of the Chief Scientist Skibidi Toilet Mech. Titan Speakerman initiates the battle, firing his arm cannon at the Scientist, who counters with stereo attacks and lasers. Titan Cameraman uses his buzzsaw to sever one of the Scientist's claws, but the Scientist retaliates, knocking him back. Plungerman intervenes with the Glitchmobile, disabling the Scientist's acid cannon and damaging his stereo. However, the Scientist retaliates with high-pitched sounds, stunning Plungerman. Angered by Plungerman's fall, Titan Cameraman plunges his buzzsaw into the Scientist's robot eye. But the Scientist is saved by the arrival of G-Toilet 4.0. G-Toilet's improved lasers incapacitate Titan Cameraman. who begins a hypnosis-induced suicide sequence due to the scientist's TV screen. Titan Speakerman attempts to save Titan Cameraman, cutting off his buzzsaw, but is attacked by G-Toilet 4.0 as the Titans struggle. The scientist and the G-Toilet laugh until a fast-moving object destroys the scientist's TV screen. A towering cloud of black smoke heralds the arrival of the upgraded Titan TV Man. Wielding a purple energy blade. Effortlessly, Titan TV Man cuts off the scientist's claws, destroys his TV screens, and burns the scientist's head with his core. With one final stab, he eliminates the scientist. Upgraded Titan TV Man faces off against multiple G-clones and upgraded duplex airstrike Skibidi Toilets. Using his energy blade and core, he deflects rockets and destroys lasers, even using his detachable TVs to attack and hypnotize enemies. Despite heavy opposition, Titan TV Man obliterates the G-clones and surrounding Skibidi Toilets in a dazzling display of power. After the battle, the Titans regroup and commend Titan TV Man. However, the sound of approaching Skibidi Toilet signals that the fight is far from over. Inside the Skibidi Toilet base, the Infiltration Squad confronts hostile Skibidi Toilets and discovers a repair facility run by construction and repairer Skibidi Toilets. They destroy vital equipment and flee as the facility erupts into chaos. A construction Skibidi Toilet injures the large cameraman during the escape, but he sacrifices himself to ensure the squad's survival. Plunger Man vows revenge as the squad reaches an elevator. The episode ends ominously as the elevator doors open to reveal a room illuminated by eerie red lights. The episode opens with POV Plunger Man fighting a powerful Skibidi Toilet, showcasing his upgraded spiked plunger in action. The Dark Speakerman fends off parasitic Skibidi Toilets, stabbing and smashing them with knives in brute force. After navigating a prison room filled with caged Skibidi Toilets, the squad faces some more bad guys, including the deadly Scrap Skibidi Mutant. The mutant kills one cameraman before the squad combines their efforts to defeat it. Wow, that was pretty horrifying. An explosion sets off an alarm, unleashing the prisoners to ambush the squad. In their escape, two Speakermen are decapitated by what I can only describe as a Michael Jackson Skibidi Toilet, causing the group to retreat deeper into the facility. The team suffers another emotional blow as Lucky Cameraman is forced to abandon his rescue attempt for the injured twins. Plunger Man, angry and grief-stricken, leads the survivors to an elevator, where they catch a glimpse of G-Toilet and his allies through a tablet. As the Infiltration Squad encounters more Skibidi Toilets, the POV switches to Large TV Man. Upgraded Titans arrive with reinforcements, including upgraded weapons and jetpacks. Titan TV Man uses his core energy to repair Titan Cameraman's core. Titan Cameraman shares a determined handshake with him before flying off to continue the fight. Reinforcements, including normal cameramen and speakermen, pour into Alpha Hills Labs. Armed with advanced gear, the POV cameraman suits up alongside his allies as the squad prepares to confront the Skibidi Toilets inside the bunker. The episode ends with the engineer cameraman opening the bunker door and the Alliance charging forward. The episode begins with intense combat as cameramen engage Skibidi Toilets in an abandoned area. The POV cameraman, revealed to be Laser Large Cameraman, wields a plasma minigun to obliterate enemies. Titans join the fray, with Titan Cameraman ripping weapons off Skibidi Toilets to use against them, and Titan Speakerman unleashing devastating core beams. The battle takes a dramatic turn when Detainer Astro Toilet appears, showcasing advanced evasion and combat skills. He damages Titan TV Man and taunts the Titans before retreating. The episode transitions back to Plunger Man and blue-suited Cameraman, who are ascending in an elevator when they encounter hostile forces. The elevator is attacked by the acid barrel mass Skibidi Toilet, causing chaos and the death of a cameraman who sacrifices himself to save the squad. Knife Speakerman takes down the enemy, and the survivors move forward, narrowly escaping detection by flashlight laser guardian Skibidi Toilets. Navigating the labyrinthian base, the squad faces increasingly dangerous encounters, including an ambush by Claw Car Skibidi Toilet. The POV cameraman and Knife Speakerman work together to destroy it. Equipped with new gear, the squad presses on, reaching a corridor where Plunger Man and Dark Speakerman turn invisible to avoid patrol. They stumble upon the chief scientist Skibidi Toilet speaking to the secret agent, who ominously cuts ties with the scientist. In the ensuing fight, Dark Speakerman sacrifices himself to weaken the scientist, allowing Plunger Man to deal significant damage. Despite their efforts, the scientist gains the upper hand until Alliance reinforcements, led by Large TV Man and the female trio, arrive to destroy the scientist's mech. The scientist attempts a desperate escape, but is intercepted and brutally executed by the Alliance Titans. bringing an end to his reign of terror. As the battle concludes, Plungerman mourns the loss of Knife Speakerman, who dies in his arms. The female trio and surviving Alliance members express grief, while TV Woman displays tears on her monitor. The scene then suddenly shifts to the secret agent, who warns them of a looming threat, the Overseer Astro Toilet.
Thanks to you, that scientist is cooked. However, bigger threat is coming.
Back at the base, Plungerman succumbs to his injuries, offering one final thumbs up to Titan Cameraman before his camera feed cuts out with the message, "Camera offline." The episode ends on a bittersweet note as the injured cameramen recover in a hospital, giving thumbs up to honor their fallen comrades. The episode opens with the POV cameraman observing Plungerman's last moments via a tablet. However, the secret agent's interference causes the feed to cut out, leaving only the message, "Camera offline." The Titans, TV Man, Speakerman, and Cameraman engage in a fierce battle against incoming quad missile defense turrets, whose rockets cause massive explosions on the hills. The battle escalates as G-Toilet 4.0 enters the fray, wreaking havoc with his enhanced laser cannons. His attack disables multiple camera helicopters and critically injures the POV cameraman, changing the perspective to another armed cameraman stationed nearby. Amid the chaos, the buzzsaw Skibidi mutant equipped with a laser cannon brutally kills a medic cameraman. G-Man collaborates with surviving upgraded Skibidi toilets, including the DJ Skibidi toilet now in new form. As G-Toilet leaves, Detainer Astro Toilet arrives, seemingly in search of G-Toilet. After scanning the battlefield, locking eyes with the POV cameraman, Detainer disappears, ending the episode on a suspenseful note. The episode starts with the black-dyed scientist cameraman and his upgraded camera mech watching Plungerman's death on his tablet. Enraged, he smashes the device and joins the battlefield. The scientist cameraman skillfully fights off numerous Skibidi toilets, including SWAT mutant Skibidi toilets and buzzsaw Skibidi toilets, using his mech's red plasma cannons. The action highlights the intense power of the camera strider, which assists the scientist by eliminating powerful enemies like the Bill Rocketeer Skibidi toilet with devastating energy blasts. The battle takes a turn as G-Toilet 4.0 enters, destroying buildings and wreaking havoc with his upgraded lasers. Despite the camera strider's best efforts, G-Toilet disables it with relentless attacks. The scientist cameraman's mech is also critically damaged, forcing him to evacuate. Amid the destruction, Detainer Astro Toilet confronts Jetpack Welder Skibidi Toilet, accusing him of treason. After crushing the welder with his claw, the Astro declares that justice must be served, turning his attention to G-Toilet. The two prepare for an intense showdown. The clash between G-Toilet and Detainer Astro Toilet begins with an exchange of devastating laser attacks. G-Toilet uses his holographic shield to deflect Astro's beams, but Astro counters by absorbing G-Toilet's energy with mechanical claws. A high-stakes aerial battle ensues, with both of them going nuts on each other. G-Toilet temporarily gains the upper hand by disabling one of Astro's claws with a clever counterattack, causing the Astro to stab himself. However, just as G-Toilet prepares to deliver a finishing blow, the juggernaut Astro Toilet arrives, firing a powerful energy ball that severely damages G-Toilet. The Astro Toilets retreat, leaving G-Toilet vulnerable. Before the Alliance can capitalize on this, upgraded Titan Speakerman enters the scene, but is infected by a helicopter parasitic Skibidi toilet. The infected Titan fights against his comrades, causing further chaos. The episode ends with upgraded Titan Cameraman equipping a mechanical claw from the Astro's remains, preparing for the next battle. The episode opens with POV Camerawoman grieving over Plungerman's burning remains. Flashbacks to pivotal moments in the series, including early battles and the Cameraman laboratory, provide emotional context for her sorrow. The sequence concludes with a mysterious recording from 1985 showing a woman named Kathy and her colleagues using camera-based technology. The scene shifts back to the battlefield, where Camerawoman engages in intense combat against upgraded Skibidi toilets. She showcases her agility and skill, taking down a quad buzzsaw Strider Skibidi toilet with a combination of arm guns and her spiked plunger. Assisting a wounded medic cameraman, she continues to fight valiantly alongside Alliance forces. The battle intensifies as G-Toilet enters, targeting the camera woman. However, upgraded Titan Speakerman, upgraded Titan Cameraman, and upgraded Titan TV Man arrive to confront him. G-Toilet taunts them, claiming, "You have no idea what's coming," before preparing for a final showdown.
Fools, you have no idea what's coming.
Wait a minute. He can talk? What? The Titans engage G-Toilet in an epic battle. Upgraded Titan Speakerman and upgraded Titan Cameraman coordinate attacks to disable G-Toilet's holographic shield, while Titan TV Man uses Death Screen to weaken him. Despite their efforts, G-Toilet proves formidable, deploying powerful plasma balls and lasers that critically injure the Titans. The tide turns when upgraded Titan Cameraman, using his newly equipped Astro Claw arm, delivers a devastating blow that disables G-Toilet's primary lasers. However, G-Toilet counters by infecting Titan Speakerman with a parasite, forcing the Alliance to fight one of their own. With Titan TV Man's intervention, Titan Speakerman is disinfected, and the Titans regroup for a final assault. G-Toilet, heavily damaged, attempts to escape, taunting the Titans with the cryptic warning, "You'll need me for what's coming next." Titan TV Man responds, "Only your head," and charges with his energy blade, but G-Toilet narrowly evades capture.
I will survive.
Frustrated, Titan TV Man destroys nearby buildings in a fit of rage, vowing that G-Toilet will not escape again. The POV cameraman then makes it inside the building, where after beating a few toilets, he finds a room full of humans. The episode ends with G-Toilet asking Titan TV Man to trust him and give him a chance, but he straight up rejects him. He's done too much evil to be trusted. The episode begins from the POV of the chief scientist cameraman, who attaches a camera to the energized TV man. The scientist is accompanied by armed cameramen, armed speakermen, and 2 camera drones. The energized TV man teleports to the front of a Skibidi Toilet laboratory and confronts 2 armored laser guardian Skibidi Toilets. Using a combination of his TV glow and speakers, he mind controls them with the command, "Protect." The TV man rides one of the mind-controlled toilets through the next set of the doors, where a scientist Skibidi Toilet awaits. The scientist fires lasers, but the energized TV man deflects them using teleportation smoke, countering with a lethal attack while declaring, "Give me your head." He uses the scientist's severed head to bypass security, opening doors that reveal mind-controlled toilets attacking their own kind. After securing the entrance for his allies, the TV man delves deeper into the base. He eventually uncovers a jail cell containing scientist speakermen, crimson speakermen, brown-coated cameraman, and 2 cameramen, all battered but alive. Energized TV man orders them to escape. In the chaos, one mind-controlled laser guardian toilet, severely damaged, seeks the TV man's approval. While praising the toilet as "Lil Bro," it breaks free from mind control and screams, prompting the TV man to kill it immediately. The energized TV man continues through the facility, opening another door to find humans brainwashed by the Skibidi Toilet anthem playing through a record player. He destroys the record player but deems the humans beyond saving, instructing armed cameramen with flamethrowers to burn the room. TV Man inspects the lab and discovers blueprints for G-Toilet's enhancements, along with a photo of G-Toilet as an Astro toilet. He picks up the photo and warns the cameraman to mind your own business, teleporting back to the TV Man laboratory. He presents the findings to the scientist TV Man. Upon seeing the camera, the scientist exclaims, "Turn it off immediately." The POV shifts to a cameraman's tablet, showing DJ Toilet being repaired by the Jetpack Engineer Toilet and Forklift Skibidi Toilet, alongside SWAT Mutant, Michael Jackson Toilet, and Berserker Skibidi Mutant. The mutants exchange camaraderie before G-Toilet arrives, giving orders before departing. The SWAT mutant notices the tablet's recording and approaches it. The POV cameraman runs but is intercepted by Buzzsaw Skibidi Mutant, who jump scares him, cutting the recording. Back at the Alliance base, Titan TV Man declares that it's time to attack the weakened G-Squad. Titan Cameraman and Titan Speakerman prepare for battle, but TV Man orders them to retreat due to their injuries. Titan Speakerman briefly dances with his kind before Scientist TV Man interrupts, insisting, "Bring their leader to our base, alive." TV Man reacts furiously, shouting, "Are you insane?" but is convinced when the scientist says they need to understand the full picture before it's too late. The POV shifts as the cameramen observe an army of Astro toilets decimating a city via their tablets. Suddenly, an interceptor Astro toilet appears and kills the tablet's POV. As the camera zooms out, Overseer Astro toilet warps into the Alliance's base and attacks the Titans. Despite their efforts, the Astro fleet, led by the mothership Astro toilet, arrives. Titan Cameraman sacrifices himself, barreling through the Astro fleet to give his allies a chance to escape. Titan TV Man restrains Titan Speakerman, shouting, "I can't lose both of you." The POV cameraman tries to flee, but is fatally attacked by the Overseer. As the fleet advances, the episode ends with the Overseer looking down at the dying cameraman. The episode opens with Astro toilets obliterating a city. A group of Alliance members hides in a warehouse, terrified. Outside, Interceptor Astro toilets annihilate a group of Skibidi toilets, confirming a civil war among the Skibidi forces. The scene shifts to a Scout Astro toilet rampaging through rooftops, discovering the cameraman's hiding spot. Despite their efforts to defend themselves, the Scout proves too fast, decimating the squad. Just as the POV cameraman is about to die, a humanoid Skibidi toilet and cameraman allies ambush the Scout, defeating it. The group is interrupted by the arrival of the juggernaut Astro Toilet, mourning the fallen scout as his baby. Enraged, he destroys the roof and attempts to annihilate the survivors. The female mutant Skibidi Toilet rescues the POV cameraman, but they are seemingly blasted from the sky. Emerging from rubble, the POV and female mutant are saved by Sergeant Cameraman and a buzzsaw soldier Skibidi Toilet, ending the episode with a mutual thumbs up. The episode begins with a battle between Obliterator Astro Toilets and Skibidi Toilets, interrupted by a Destructor Astro Toilet. The POV cameraman teams up with an orange-shirted cameraman, only to face relentless attacks from both factions. Just as the POV is cornered by an Astro Toilet, an upgraded large cameraman saves him. As the battle escalates, an upgraded camera strider controlled by the Black Tide Scientist cameraman destroys the attacking Astro Toilets. The segment ends with the scientist giving a thumbs up. The Alliance and Skibidi Toilets attempt to escape but are intercepted by Duchess Astro Toilet and her forces. The POV cameraman fights bravely but is ultimately captured and gruesomely killed by Duchess. The episode concludes with the Alliance regrouping in a lab, preparing for retaliation. Plunger Woman, holding a black spiked plunger and ready to lead the charge, sets the stage for the next battle. The episode opens in the Auckland Islands of New Zealand. For some reason, I'm too tired to even ask at this point, so don't ask me why. Where survivors of the Astro Toilet assault are taking refuge in a hidden laboratory. A female Skibidi mutant greets the POV cameraman with a mix of mockery and smugness, saying, "Your comrades, you did not bother saving them. Without our help, they would have died. Now, lil bro, your base is our base," before smirking and walking away. The scene shifts to an argument between Titan TV Man and Scientist TV Man. Titan TV Man is vehemently opposed to working with the Skibidi Toilets, but Scientist TV Man says they need to meet up with G Toilet. He clearly knows something that could help them. The POV cameraman's perspective flashes to locations worldwide, from Russia to the Netherlands to Japan, showing the desperate state of their friends. Then we see Obliterators, Destructors, and Impactor Astro Toilet staring down at the POV in Halifax, Canada, before the scene cuts to Denver, USA. There, the POV cameraman observes a battle between Astro troops and an Alliance army. Watching from the TV Man laboratory, Titan TV Man is losing his mind over them not taking action and just watching their comrades die. Scientist TV Man thinks that their sacrifice is necessary, but Titan TV Man isn't having it, screaming, "Everything will change today." Meanwhile, POV cameraman and Scientist cameraman 1337 are hiding from an Interceptor Astro Toilet underwater. The scene shifts to the POV cameraman encountering 5 human survivors, led by a woman pleading for refuge.
"Can you get us to a safer place?"
Before they can respond, Astro Toilets warp in, attacking the group. Despite killing the enemies, the POV realizes the humans didn't survive the crossfire. As the POV contemplates in silence, a specialist Astro Toilet ambushes him, breaking through his defenses. Just as the specialist prepares to deliver the killing blow, the buzzsaw mutant Skibidi Toilet intervenes, slicing off the specialist's weapons. The SWAT mutant Skibidi Toilet joins in, disarming and disabling the specialist before the berserker mutant brutally puts him down. The G-Squad offers an alliance, with Berserker Mutant saying, "Time for us to become friends, officially." Despite initial skepticism, the POV cameraman hesitantly agrees after a fierce battle against incoming Astro forces, including a decapitated interceptor that self-destructs in a final act of resistance. Begrudgingly, the POV cameraman gives a thumbs up to the G-Squad, signaling a reluctant truce. The G-Squad and POV cameramen fend off a wave of Astro Toilets, showcasing teamwork as the SWAT mutant and DJ Toilet defeat multiple enemies with clever tactics. As more Astro forces appear, reinforcements from the cameramen arrive, including Sniper Cameraman, Camera Satellites, and Plasma Camera Vans. The Camera Woman then enters the fight and starts kicking ass, before approaching the POV cameraman, offering a hand and saying,
"As one until the end."
After a moment's hesitation, the POV accepts her gesture, solidifying the alliance. Camerawoman, G-Squad, and Cameramen 3.0 prepare for the next battle against the looming Astro threat. The happy moment is interrupted by the arrival of more Astro Toilet troopers. Troop Astro Toilets, Specialist Astro Toilets, and Strider Astro Toilets rain fire upon the cameramen and the G-Squad, initiating a brutal laser and plasma gunfight. Despite heavy losses, including the destruction of a plasma camera car and an armored camera van, the Alliance forces successfully repel the attackers. An Interceptor Astro Toilet attempts a strafing run but is shot down by the upgraded orbital camera controlled by Plunger Woman. Suddenly, an Astro Obliterator Toilet warps into the scene, laughing ominously before firing energy projectiles that scatter the squad. Armed large cameraman loses his right hand to the blast, and the Obliterator turns its attention to Plunger Woman. She prepares to engage with her dual black spiked plungers, but is intercepted by upgraded TV Woman, who tackles her out of harm's way. Amid the chaos, Upgraded large TV man teleports in, scolding the squad for staying on the battlefield. The Astro Obliterator fires a projectile at him, which he catches with his detaining claws, taunting the enemy before deflecting it back. Just as the Obliterator begins a full-scale assault, Titan TV Man warps in, firing a plasmatic core projectile that destroys one of the Obliterator's main guns. He announces his arrival with his iconic line, "Someone is dying here, and it ain't me." Okay, that's actually kinda cool. The two engage in a fierce battle. Titan TV Man deflects the Obliterator's attack with his energy blade and counters with devastating blows. He uses his triple-bladed claws to tear through the Obliterator's defenses, ultimately decapitating the Astro Toilet in one final precise strike. As Titan TV Man regains his composure, an Astro Impactor Toilet attacks, destroying one of his side TVs. Titan TV Man uses his teleportation abilities to outmaneuver the impact, pinning him to the ground with his energy blade and finishing him off with a disintegrator beam. However, the tide turns as an Astro Destructor Toilet arrives, engaging Titan TV Man in a brutal back-and-forth battle that heavily damages his screens and armor. But with the help of Fred and Plasma Camera Car, the Titan defeats the Destructor, crushing its head in a fit of rage. As the squad begins to regroup, 3 Astro Obliterator Toilets warp into the battlefield, followed by the ominous appearance of the Astro Juggernaut. Titan TV Man tries to teleport away, but the Astro Juggernaut disables his ability with an EMP shockwave cannon and just goes to town on him. Titan TV Man counters with his energy blade and detaining claws, deflecting attacks and disarming the Juggernaut's cannon. The Titan briefly gains the upper hand, using the cannon against the Juggernaut, but the Astro Toilet retaliates by ripping off the Titan's claws and weapons, delivering a devastating uppercut that sends him flying. As the Titan struggles to recover, the Juggernaut prepares to deliver a killing blow. Suddenly, G-Toilet warps into the battlefield, using his stealth ability to ambush the Juggernaut. But the Juggernaut blocks the attack with his holographic shield and says he doesn't stand a chance against their fleet.
You know me. I am not leaving my best friends behind.
Their battle escalates, forcing the Juggernaut to warp away, vowing revenge. Back at the TV Man laboratory, the severely injured Titan TV Man delivers samples from the battle, including the Juggernaut's EMP shockwave cannon, to the scientist TV Man. As the scientist prepares to analyze the samples, alarms sound, revealing that the Overseer Astro Toilet and Duchess Astro Toilet have located the base. The Duchess uses her detaining claws to infiltrate the laboratory, dragging Titan TV Man out despite his resistance. The Astro Toilets then wreck the lab as the TV men try to fight back. Back with the Duchess, and she's torturing the Titan.
How do you like the pain?
Then, a corruptor device latches onto his reactor core, transforming it from purple to orange. Now corrupted, the Titan becomes the infected Titan TV Man, under the control of the Overseer. The episode ends with the infected Titan TV Man charging up a core projectile, aiming at the POV. The Duchess Astro Toilet smirks before the screen cuts to black, displaying camera offline. This chilling scene is where we're at right now. The Alliance is on the brink of collapse. Their strongest soldier is now fighting for the enemy, and the Astro Toilets are closing in. Well, that was something. No matter what you think of the enigma that we just experienced, there's no question that Skibidi Toilet is just one of the most successful indie productions of all time. Does it take itself too seriously? No. Does it take the viewers seriously? No. But you don't always need a serious story or a complex plot. Sometimes you just need toilets and cameramen waging war on one another. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. See ya.